Can you fathom how a couple once universally worshipped as the ultimate symbol of love, wealth, and perfection could degenerate into a feud so toxic that their own children are legally erasing their father's name from their lives? This is the ongoing, never-ending war between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, the golden couple the world once proudly called Brangelina. A decade after their shocking split, their battle isn't winding down. It is escalating into a multi-million-dollar business war, deep allegations of abuse, and a heartbreaking public rebellion by their children. Let's unmask the brutal, authentic facts of Hollywood's most expensive divorce. A moving text graphic showing actual transcribed quotes from the heavily circulated 2022 leaked FBI report regarding the incident. The exact moment this modern fairy tale permanently shattered happened 30,000 feet in the air. During a routine private flight back to California with their 6 children, a massive altercation broke out inside the cabin. According to heavily detailed court documents, Brad Pitt had been drinking heavily throughout the trip. The legal filings allege that the argument initially erupted in the jet's private bathroom. Brad reportedly grabbed Angelina by her head and her shoulders, shook her aggressively, and slammed her against the bathroom wall before punching the ceiling of the plane in a fit of rage. But the most devastating allegations involve their children, who were trapped inside the plane watching it all. When the terrified kids rushed in to defend their mother, Brad reportedly charged at them. The legal documents explicitly state that Brad allegedly choked one of the children and struck another in the face when they tried to intervene. The very second that plane landed on the tarmac in Los Angeles, Angelina separated the children from Brad completely. Just 2 days later, without warning, she filed for divorce, ending their 2-year marriage and 12-year relationship instantly. To remain strictly factual, both the FBI and the Los Angeles Department of Children and Family Services conducted a rigorous investigation into that flight, and no criminal charges were ever filed against Brad Pitt. He has firmly denied all physical abuse allegations, though he later openly admitted to the public that his struggles with alcohol and anger management had completely ruined his family life. While the world watched the custody battle, a secondary, brutal financial war erupted over their shared crown jewel, Chateau Miraval. This isn't just a luxury vacation home. It is the physical location of a massively profitable, award-winning international rosé wine empire that the couple bought together back in 2008. For over a decade, Brad Pitt dedicated his personal time and millions of dollars into transforming this estate into a globally respected brand. According to Brad's legal team, the couple had a binding, mutual agreement. Neither partner would ever sell their 50% share of the company without the explicit written consent of the other. But in October of 2021, Angelina executed a massive corporate ambush. Without giving Brad any advanced notice, she secretly sold her entire 50% stake in the winery to a controversial Russian billionaire named Yuri Shefler, the owner of a massive global spirits conglomerate. Brad was entirely blindsided and immediately filed a massive lawsuit against Angelina. He claimed that her secret sale was a deliberate act of commercial sabotage, designed to strip him of his life's work and force him into a toxic business partnership with an aggressive corporate stranger. But Angelina's legal team fired back with an explosive counterargument. They revealed that Angelina wanted to sell her half to Brad first, but negotiations collapsed because Brad demanded she sign a sweeping, multi-million-dollar NDA. This NDA would have legally silenced Angelina, preventing her from ever speaking publicly about Brad's alleged past behavior or his treatment of their family. Refusing to be bought or silenced, Angelina walked away from Brad, sold the shares to the billionaire, and sparked a legal battle that is still actively draining millions of dollars from both stars today. While $100 million is being fought over in courtrooms, the most devastating, agonizing loss for Brad Pitt isn't property, fame, or money. It is the complete, systematic, and public rejection by his own children. The most symbolic blow occurred when their firstborn biological daughter, Shiloh, reached her milestone 18th birthday. Instead of celebrating traditionally, she immediately took legal action, filing an official court petition to legally and permanently drop Pitt from her surname. She chose to pay for her own independent lawyer to ensure the change went through cleanly. And Shiloh's public name change was just the tip of the iceberg. Her younger sister, Vivienne, worked as a production assistant on a major Broadway musical and noticeably listed her name in the playbill as Vivienne Jolie. Her older sister, Zahara, generated massive internet waves when she joined a historic college sorority and proudly shouted her name to the crowd as Zahara Marley Jolie. Their eldest sons have cut ties even deeper. Maddox hasn't willingly used his father's last name in non-legal documents for years and reportedly refuses to acknowledge him. Meanwhile, an explosive Father's Day Instagram post from their son Pax was leaked, where he allegedly called Brad a world-class asshole who made his children tremble in fear. This coordinated, public rejection shows that as the children reached adulthood, they completely aligned with their mother, leaving Brad Pitt utterly isolated from his own legacy. It is a deeply tragic end to a romance that literally redefined modern Hollywood pop culture. A love story that ignited amid massive global scandal on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, prompting Brad to famously dissolve his marriage to Jennifer Aniston, has collapsed into an endless, exhausting war of attrition. In this decade-long war, there are absolutely no winners. Brad Pitt remains one of the wealthiest, most successful actors in history, yet he sits entirely alone, alienated from his children. Angelina Jolie remains trapped in a grueling, unending cycle of litigation that has dominated her life for 10 full years. Now, the question goes to you. Who do you believe is ultimately responsible for this family tragedy? Did Brad's actions on that private jet rightfully earn him the resentment of his family? Or has Angelina executed a masterful, long-term plan to strip him of his children and his business? Let us know your honest thoughts in the comments below. If you appreciated this deep, factual breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the very next story.